Room 302 doesn't exist. Part 1, the assignment. Alina was a junior night shift nurse at St. Augustine Memorial Hospital, a rundown facility on the edge of the city. Most of the upper floors have been closed for decades, but occasionally she was sent to check the old wings. One night, around 2:45 a.m., the intercom crackled. Code gray. Patient distress. Room 302. She blinked. 302? There was no room 302. The third floor had been shut since a fire in 1989. She asked the desk nurse. Ignore it, she said flatly. It happens sometimes. Bad wiring. But the intercom crackled again. This time louder. The same voice. Room 302. He won't stop screaming. Part 2. Curiosity. Alina couldn't let it go. It wasn't just a glitch. The voice was pleading. Human. So she took the elevator to the third floor. The doors creaked open into darkness. No lights. Peeling paint. Abandoned beds. The air reeked of rot and old bleach. And yet, down the hallway, a faint red glow. She followed it. At the end of the corridor, she saw it. Room 302. A door that shouldn't exist. The plaque was intact. Light flickered under the frame. She knocked. Silence. Then, come in. Part 3. Inside. The room looked like any hospital room. Old, untouched, dust-covered. But in the bed, under thin sheets, lay a man. Skin pale. Eyes open. Staring straight at the ceiling. His mouth moved but made no sound. Alina stepped closer. His face twisted, mouth stretching unnaturally wide. But still no sound. She turned to leave, only to see that the door was gone. It wasn't behind her anymore, just solid wall. She looked back. The man was sitting up, mouth still open. Then, suddenly, the sound hit her, screaming, ear-piercing, endless, echoing. She blacked out. Part 4. Back on the floor, she awoke in a break room chair. A security guard stood over her, looking confused. You okay? Found you passed out by the elevator. She looked at the clock. 3:30 a.m. I was in room 302, she stammered. He paused. There's number 302, ma'am. You're tired. But her hands were dirty. Her shoes wet with something sticky. Later, she checked the hospital blueprints. Floor 3 ended at room 301, number 302. But she remembered it perfectly. Part 5. The patient records. She broke into the archives. Old files. Moldy folders. And then she found it. Patient. Charles H. Dorn. Room 302. Admitted 1989. Notes scribbled in the margins. Refuses to stop screaming. Claims he's been trapped for years. No known family. No death certificate. There was a Polaroid paper clipped to the file. The photo showed a nurse standing beside the patient's bed. The nurse was her. Same face. Same uniform. But the photo was dated March 3rd, 1989. Part 6. Return to 302. She had to know. One last time, she returned to the third floor. Everything was dark, but room 302 was waiting. Door open. Inside, the same man. The same silence. This time, she didn't speak. She sat beside him. And this time, he did. I didn't die. I just stayed too long. That's what happens here. You come back enough and you stay. She turned to run. But she wasn't in the hallway. She was in the bed. Paralyzed. Unable to scream. Epilogue. The hospital says Nurse Alina resigned and moved out of state. But the night shift nurses swear they hear something on the intercom around 2:45 a.m. Code gray. Room 302. Patient in distress. And on some nights, if you take the third floor elevator, room 302 is back, and someone's always waiting inside.